Well, hey, everybody.
Hey.
Happy Wednesday.
So, JoJo is trying a new wine tonight. Did I not see a picture of a Guinness?
She forgets that we haven't done a show intro yet. Hi,
Oh,
everybody.
hi.
It's Dana and Amy.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm sorry.
We were pre-gaming with the folks over on Instagram. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. But
Okay.
okay. Now you were saying somebody's trying wine.
Yes. And Rhonda Lee has asked her what kind of wine she's having. So
Tell us.
Maybe she'll tell us.
Well, do us a favor, everybody. As you drop in, say who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking tonight. Happy Wednesday. It is our regularly scheduled beer chat. That does not mean you have to have beer, although we highly recommend it, or your favorite beverage.
No, just a beverage.
A beverage.
Just hang out with us and drink a beverage.
Adult or otherwise. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Here, you talk for a second. I'm sharing.
You're sharing?
I'm sharing the chat.
Okay, so JoJo is having a red blend, and Cheryl is having Blake's Light Hard Cider, and Rhonda Lee is finishing my bottle of Chardonnay from the Super Bowl, she says.
Ooh.
Yes.
Super Bowl wine.
Yeah. Super Bowl wine on a chat night. Yeah. So there you go. We got wine and cider drinking people with us tonight. And JoJo says her wine, which is a red blend, is called, I love this name, Dancing Flame.
Dancing Flame.
Dancing Flame.
I like the sound of that. Although,
and she grabbed it from Aldi.
I know nothing about wine, so
neither do we.
I don't know. Is it good? Let us know.
Cheryl says dinner's in the oven, so I guess at some point she's gonna go. Gotta go for dinner. Trip Billy's here. Josh is here. Nice shirts, he says. Josh says, because you're in fact wearing one from the Donna weekend. And I believe it's the 15K/5K shirt you're wearing.
Yes.
And, I'm wearing the Runny Drink. I'm sporting our logo for that weekend. And it just, yeah. I would buy wine solely on that name as well. Rhonda Lee is complimenting JoJo's wine, which is called Dancing Flame. It's a red blend. And we're having cider over here on Instagram. We're having, I've never heard of Blake's, Cheryl. Or at least I don't think I've had it. So.
No, I know I haven't.
At any rate. Yeah.
But welcome. So, yeah, do us a favor. Drop it in. I'm over here. I'm getting caught up in the chat.
Okay, you get caught up.
Trip. And yes, Josh, you have one of these too.
You have a shirt. Yes.
Did Cheryl get her cat charged?
What?
There was a chat going on in our Discord channel talking about Cheryl was having car trouble. And I think that may be the source of a typo, but the image of when I saw that, I was going to drop a GIF or a GIF in the chat. That scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where the cat basically chews on the wires to
that's so bad.
To the tree.
That is so sad.
That's all I could think about.
Are you gonna, oh my God. Why are you gonna do that? Yes.
Oh, but we are so glad that everybody can jump in. Hopefully the chat starts building up. Please tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking tonight. We are super excited to have you. We are going to be sampling a beer tonight.
We're super excited.
That traversed the continent to get here.
So Meg is in the chat here on Instagram. Dan Rams, Cheryl is here, and Dan says hi, Dan and Amy, and John Schroeder is here, and he says, FYI, I'm watching on YouTube, but can forgive how to say hi since I'm using Apple TV and have you guys on the big screen.
I don't think that there is a way from the Apple TV to do,
I can't figure it out. Yeah.
To do what do you call it? Comments. So yeah. Understandable. What do we got here? Josh can't stay having Mexican tonight. Very nice. Good Mexican as always. I do love me some good Mexican food.
Yeah. I mean, and we had some when we were in Jacksonville, which we will talk about over the next few weeks.
Yes, indeed. We got a couple of episodes worth of great content from the Donna Marathon weekend.
Everybody's drinking wine over here or cider on Instagram, let me tell you.
Well, I'm not, but let me tell you, I am having. Amy mentioned to folks that that she got me something for Valentine's Day, and this is something I've had in my wish list for a while. And I'm a fan, as most people know. I do enjoy the occasional glass of sipping whiskey to have. I call this my podcasting juice typically, and I will have a little sniff of a dram, if you will, of Irish whiskey or perhaps bourbon. Those tend to be my favorites. I also do enjoy really, good dark sipping rums like Papa's Pilar.
Oh my gosh. Has anybody had Papa's Pilar?
And this here is the equivalent of a stainless steel Glencairn glass, but this one is double walled and insulated. So if you happen to enjoy a little bit of ice with your whiskey, this allows you to keep that temperature. Or if you store your whiskey at a particular temperature, allegedly it loses its temperature or you lose heat like 20 times slower in this than you do in a glass, like an actual glass. So the insulation helps maintain your temperature.
So if you chilled it or if you've had it at room temperature, then it doesn't get warm when you're outside in the Florida heat or.
Well, exactly. And if you have a standard Glencairn glass, it's just a single layer of glass. So the heat transfer from your hand is actually a thing that will actually impact the. Josh is sending love and hugs to the Russian trolls.
Oh,
in the YouTube chat.
Oh, in the YouTube chat, we're getting talked to in Russian, and we don't know.
We have one.
Means. We don't. Wait here. We don't know what it means. Sorry.
So, yeah. So anyway, tonight we are having a very special beer. This is one that we've been looking forward to for months.
And has a story behind it.
It does indeed. I'm going to go with the basic description. You tell the story. This is from a brewery that we featured the first time we went to Anchorage, Alaska. We stumbled upon them and we absolutely fell in love with their food, with their beer, with their staff. We had an amazing time at Midnight Sun Brewing in Anchorage. And when we had the opportunity to go back as the first race after the pandemic.
Jennifer Fink is here too.
Excellent.
Yay. Hi.
Hello,
Sorry.
Jennifer. We wanted to revisit some places that we fell in love with, see how they were doing and how they fared. We went back to Midnight Sun and we were so pleased to see that they've seemed to have weathered the storm very well. The staff was still amazing. The food was incredible. And of course, the beer. Oh my, the beer. Because we very much enjoyed it to the point where we brought some home.
So listen. So Jennifer Fink is in the chat, and then I asked the chat if they saw something new on the set. And yes, this beer is new because we made it back all the way from Anchorage, Alaska, in your luggage.
It did.
Where we may or may not have wrapped it in all
the clothing
and some towels.
Yeah.
That we
I was either going to drink this beer or I was going to just slurp it out of what was absorbed by old dirty t-shirts. I mean, one way or another, I was having this beer when we got home.
Oh, so. They think we're playing Simon Says, or like the electronic memory game.
Oh, yes.
Are there things that look like Simon lights?
Well, we do have a set that lends itself to like putting something subtly different from episode to episode.
Oh, we should do that. We should totally do that.
Make that a game. We could do that.
Like, Rondelie's like, where's Waldo, Simon? But Rondelie and Meg have identified the drink coffee sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we get into the beer, why don't we tell that? Maybe tell that while I am opening this.
Yeah. Oh, the panel.
Why not?
Your control board.
Well, the control board's always here. If you can see it,
Yes.
that's just because of the way I have the camera angled.
Oh, this looks like Simon Says is what.
Oh.
Now I get it.
Actually, yeah, it does.
I got it. Yeah. So really, this and these.
Oh yeah, you got to get up and model for everybody.
And that are all new, and we're going to talk about it. So we need better lighting.
Oh,
is what JoJo says.
Are we too dark?
Are we too dark?
Oh.
I don't know. On here, I guess.
Well, hold on. I can maybe fix that. Hey, Siri, quiet on the set. Watch this. Right? Is that better? Let us know.
You think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let us know. So,
should I turn this on?
Well, you know that if I had set that up, I would have turned that camera on. That's just me, though. Okay, I never put it on 3. Now you got to cycle through like.
Look, he's like a Holy Ghost.
Oh my gosh! Again, welcome to How the Sausage Gets Made.
How's this? Is this better?
Yes, that's perfect.
Nobody say the A lady.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah. By the way, hopefully I didn't set off everybody's little assistants at home. If I did, I apologize.
Or the S lady. It's like an eye exam. JoJo says it's like better 1, better 2.
Yes. So you'll see that Amy is standing behind a red mesh chair. This chair is actually, we finally have upgraded another part of our set. We have for months
17, welcome.
Been doing the show and doing these chats using chairs from our dining room set. And John Schroeder is in the chat.
Yay.
And Trip says, I'm light enough on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's good.
And look at that. Yes, fancy chair.
They can't see the whole chair, for God's sake. Sorry. Okay.
You're gonna have to like be a part-time cameraman also. So stand by. Amy's doing this. We're doing it live. It's super compelling video here, guys.
Kelly Tenney. Is that Kelly Tenney? Oh, welcome to our chat. You're an amazing woman.
I don't know if you guys can hear. Amy is saying welcome to the chat. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Trip said she can see my soul when you have the lights cranked up to 11.
Sorry. So look at the chair. There's the chair.
So we got new chairs. These will be quieter, so you won't hear creaking chairs on recordings of episodes. These also have very advanced technology built into them. They have left rotation technology, right rotation technology. Okay.
What? No.
Airflow mesh technology and liftable arms. So, I mean, we're very excited. And we want to say thank you.
Ergonomic, JoJo said.
Indeed. We want to say
ergonomic.
Ergonomic.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we want to say thank you to all of our patrons. Your support helped us get new chairs for the studio. So thank you very much. We are able to sit and podcast in relative quiet.
Yay.
So
see, it doesn't
thank you.
Squeak.
And it doesn't squeak. That's the best part. So we're very easily entertained, and we're very thankful to all of you guys for your support in us getting this. Stephanie Marvel Red, I guess you could call it that. You could call it.
Is it Marvel Red? Oh, is that Stephanie Swan?
It is Stephanie Swan.
Great.
Welcome to the chat.
Yay.
I guess you could call it that. It's kind of like Black Widow Red.
Yes, and I love that description. Let's call it Black Widow Red.
We'll call it Black Widow Red. So we got that. That's number 1. Thank you, patrons, so much. The second set piece that we got, new thing on the set. You see some of the people over on Instagram found it.
They have found it. Yes, it's the big yellow sign that says "Drink coffee."
Do stupid things faster and with more energy.
Much like the memes that I post daily.
In fact, I think we've actually shared that exact meme before.
I believe we have. But let me just tell you that this was actually delivered to our hotel room in Jacksonville during the Donna Marathon weekend.
It was indeed.
Yes. Hey, Katie, how you doing? And it came all wrapped up, and it came with a note. And now see, you can't
read the note. You could see through the note with those lights. But
you want me to turn it off?
No, we have to be properly lit. Do we not?
Okay.
I agree with everybody on Instagram. Got to have proper lighting.
You can see it says thank
Read
So,
it.
I will read it. So we unwrapped this gift to find this sign for our set. And it says, Amy and Dana, thank you for your support of the Donna Foundation. Found this at an antique store here in Jacksonville, and thought of you guys. All the best, Amy Mergen, Donna Board Chair, and cancer survivor. So,
Outstanding.
yes. Yeah.
We are super excited to have this as a permanent addition to the set. So thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, the supporting the Donna Foundation, no brainer for us. We'll be there every year. Every year. You've got us. We also have something else that just arrived as well. This was a nice little thank you that we got from our friends over at the This Is Life podcast.
Oh, yes.
I took them out of the cup so that we didn't accidentally drink them.
Well, I wanted to make sure that we didn't forget to unwrap them.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of a good.
I'm doing it right now, and I'll let you show this off to the cameras.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
These are nice.
So
they just got these in. I think they're awesome. These are pins.
Let me hold this up.
Yeah, you hold that up.
I don't want to drop it.
Show it off to the cameras.
Hang on.
Amy's showing it to the folks on Instagram first, because that camera happens to be a little closer.
Oh.
It's a full color enamel pin. It's reminiscent of Mickey's pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, have a good dinner.
Oh, yes. Have a good dinner.
Try to drop in again if you can.
We had one before we podcasted or began this. So we had a good dinner.
Yay.
A plant-based dinner tonight.
We did.
So I'm very excited for the pins.
I'm very excited for the pins. They're very colorful, very nice. Nice.
Now, what we'll have to do is help generate some buzz amongst the pin trading community at Disney to want to get a hold of these pins.
Fun Size Jen is in the Facebook chat.
I just saw her pop over there.
Yeah, and she commented on the pins.
Oh, Katie, we're doing great. Thank you for asking. We're even better now that you guys are here.
Yes.
And we're getting to hang out for a little while. And
we're
Jen,
excited.
Who doesn't like Mickey's drawers?
Right? I mean, if they made Boulder athletic wear pants.
They had some Minnie Mouse ones you almost pulled the trigger on.
I almost bought them, JoJo. But I bought the ones that were Donna themed instead. So there. Now you know. Yeah. So, and Katie has a pin as well.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. So we're very excited about that gift.
Well, now that Katie, I was going to say, now that you're about to go be a northerner, you can't forget about your friends down south here. Okay. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. But,
find the material and they will make them in the Mickey drawers, kind of.
Oh, I know.
You find the pattern.
Yeah, they're very flexible on that, but I don't have like this. Like I wanted to get.
She says just make sure it meets the material requirements if you find the material yourself.
Yeah, the problem is finding the material. And what I also wanted to get, Boulder Athletic Wear does a number of things. They also do running kilts.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get a custom kilt done. They weren't able to come through for me for Donna. Hopefully I'll be able to do one in the future.
Year. Yeah.
I want to get one. I've got 2 more tartans I want to get. I would love to get the McPherson tartan as a running kilt. And I also want to get the McPherson hunting tartan, which is a completely different color scheme. You do too.
I don't know about the hunting tartan.
My necktie that I wore today.
There's a hunting tartan. I did not know that tie was a hunting tartan.
Now you know.
Uh-huh. And Meg says, "Hey, watch how you talk about Northerners." So
I'm just not wanting her to forget about us. That's all. Just saying. But I'm going to share this beer. And this is, like I said, from Midnight Sun Brewing Company in Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, yes.
We cannot recommend them enough if you happen to be in the area.
It's a Scottish thing, yeah.
You know, if you accidentally find yourself, you take a left turn at Albuquerque, and next thing you know, you're in Anchorage. This, I'm almost afraid to read the name because I'm afraid that the internet safety bots are going to censor us.
So why don't you say love in the time of and spell it out?
I could do that. Okay.
I'm
So
just saying.
we know how to say it. We just don't want the internet safety bots to censor us
And shut us down.
They brewed
So-
this beer specifically for the
Yeah.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And this is called Love in the Time of COVID.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this. I mean, what a beautiful bottle.
It's made quite a long trip to here to our home. Yes.
Oh, very much so.
Jen, welcome.
Very much so. And this beer is a Belgian dark special ale aged in Cabernet wine oak barrels. This one clocks in at 11.2% ABV and only is rated at 25 IBUs on the International Bitterness Unit scale. That means it's probably not going to be super bitter, and I do love Belgian ales. So I'm thinking I'm going to love this one.
I know you are.
So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now, we're going to unfairly, of course, use the official Runny Drink Podcast bar key.
I'm sorry. Why is that unfair?
Well,
why is that unfair?
We know that this, the Runny Drink Podcast studio scientists have determined that this makes your beer taste anywhere from 17 to 22% better just by opening it with it. I don't know how it works. It's just science. Trust me on this one.
I temporarily left the chat. I have no idea.
I don't either. How can you leave your own chat?
Oh, Meg goes, well, I accidentally swiped up when I didn't mean to. Love in the time of this never-ending craziness. That's what it's called.
Exactly. That's what it's called. I don't want the automated censor bots to get us, and that does happen. So we're not going to trigger them, and we're just going to have little samples here. And then we'll just pour this throughout the evening
because I'm sorry
and hanging out.
What did you say? It was 11%.
This is 11%.
11%. But it was not it's not very bitter.
11.2. No, only 25 IBUs.
Yeah. So
love in the time of the C word.
Yes. Oh, but don't say that.
No. Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. That poor choice of words. Never mind.
It's Meg's is the in the time of never ending craziness. Yeah, for sure. But I love the percentages that because we're using the bar key, which is available on Pure Creative Apparel.
Yeah, and
where our shirts are,
or on our site, just click on support the show. But okay, this has an immediate smell to me of almost dates, prunes, stone fruit is the smell that's normally.
Oh, I get like a brown sugar prune kind of, or date kind of thing.
And it's the color of a date. I mean, it's a deep brown, hazy, not very seed. There's no light passing through it at all. Cheers.
Let's
give this a shot.
Love in the time that should go away.
Mm-hmm.
So happy Valentine's Day. Our community is our Valentine.
Our community is our Valentine.
Yeah.
You guys rock. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for a little while tonight. This is a great way to do it.
Rondely says, holy crap, 11%.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You taste every percent of this as well. This is not one that we would call sessionable. No, not by a long shot.
Meg, you're going to be great at your race. You're going to do a great job at the race weekend. You're motivated by your charity and all the money you've raised. So it's going to be great. She's concerned about a little injury. I was going to say,
you're going to have to let us all in on the conversation.
Meg needs some positive vibes and positive thoughts from everybody because she is nursing an injury. Her foot, her ankle, yeah.
Meg, I'm right there with you, but I don't have a race coming up very soon.
I
do.
Sort
of, but
not this weekend.
Not this weekend.
The same weekend she has one.
Right.
So we have Gasparilla the same weekend you ladies have Princess.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been in fact last night I got we have a cold pack, like a really big industrial cold pack that we keep in the freezer, and I got it out, I put it in a towel, rolled it up, and I sat that on the end of the bed, and I rested my Achilles on it. My left Achilles has been killing me. It's been Achillean me.
Oh, I see what you did that.
See what I did there?
it's been a killing him. Mm.
So thank you very much. I don't write the book. I just turn the pages. Okay. I can't tell you why it works. It just does. It's science. She said she likes the scientific numbers. I don't know.
It's what, like you've said,
Our crack team of scientists.
Our crack team of scientists said our shirts make you 17 to 21% faster.
I think it varies on the shirt. It depends on how fast the shoe looks, is what I've been as it's been explained to me. The shoe, the faster the shoe looks, the faster you go. That's what I've been told.
Oh, so we need like more
speed.
Oh.
More speed.
So a lot of the ladies in the chat have Princess Weekend coming up, and so does Mark Valentine that gave us the pin. It's his first ever 5K.
Yes, and he's going to be doing it in costume. He showed his costume up. I know that I shouted this out a couple of weeks ago. I thought his costume rocked. I mean, what a great adaptation for Snow White.
Our people know how to costume because Meg is working on Mulan for the half.
Oh, cool.
And she has a cute little piglet costume for her other race as well, for the 10K, I believe. And Jen, running through Wonderland, Jen says, I'm not going to lie, drinking that makes you both look like classy vampires.
Well,
vampires.
Ooh. Well, that's because we've got all the lighting going on here. You know, we've got like seriously.
No? Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
We got some serious lights happening here. I like to say that the lights make me look paler than I am, but the truth is.
And then JoJo has a race the following weekend beyond February 26th. Isn't that the, oh gosh, JoJo, what race is that? Put it in the chat so that we can shout it out.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat so we can shout it out. Because it's one that's familiar. It's Little Rock. That's it. God, thank you. I don't know where it was.
That's one that's been on. It's on our list. That's a race list to do for us. We're definitely going to hit Little Rock at some point.
The people who are responsible for our bar key and for our swag and for our logo and for so much and for the custom shirts for Donna, Pam from Pure Creative Apparel is in the chat in Instagram.
Yes.
Sugar Cookie Cam. That's Pam. She's from Pure Creative Apparel. She's the other half is Ariel, who they both do the designs, ship the shirts. They're awesome. So I just wanted to say, hey, and thank you for everything that you do for us. I'm wearing one of your shirts tonight. I love it. And I certainly hope that some other people will order that custom shirt that Ariel designed the logo for Donna 2022 before they go off the site at the end of February.
Yeah, no, that shirt, it's on runeatdrink.net/Donna, or you can just click the Donna link at the top of the page.
Yeah.
That shirt, Ariel donated the design work to us. We kind of gave Pam and Ariel kind of like an idea of what we were looking for, and they ran with it and exceeded our expectations. The shirts, I think, went over really well with the crew that was at the Donna. We got a lot of compliments from people that were not part of our running crew on those shirts.
Yeah.
They really enjoyed them. Yes. And I'm really hopeful that we can sell a few more of those shirts. 100% of the proceeds from those shirts goes to the Donna Foundation. We are not making a dime off of those shirts.
Right.
We just want to support the Donna in any way that we can.
Yes. And it was a great shirt design. JoJo is correct.
It was a great shirt design. That was like a half-baked idea, and they brought it to fruition, and it rocked.
Which is what they do all the time. Our logo wouldn't exist without Ariel.
No.
And we love it. And I please pass this along to Ariel. I know he's working hard in his day job and like 24/7 practically. But and I really want to shout out JoJo, who did those custom bib boards with this same logo. And they're going with Meg on her. She's wearing her red bib boards on her races. And I think that's at Disney, right, Meg? So I'm just filled with love at all of the support we had during the Donna weekend and those shirts and and everybody that's here tonight just hanging out with us and having cider and beer and water, or 11% left of their water, Jen, if you're still here. Safe travels to Ariel. He's traveling for work. And I really, yes, Monday is like Valentine's Day, and it's all about, like a lot of people are like, oh, it's about couples and whatnot. But I also think it's about the love that this community has shown us and each other. And my heart is full, and my cup, although it's half full right here.
I'll remedy that in a minute.
I don't really, it's 11%. Let's slow down. You're a roll. My cup runneth over, even though it's half full right here, literally. It runneth over, really. So I love you guys.
Yeah, we were so moved by, well, number one, the Donna weekend is an emotional weekend anyway. Everybody that's been listening to the show for a while knows why that charity is so special to us. For those that are new, I lost my mom to stage 4 metastatic breast cancer in 2016. And, that for me is my motivation to run that race every year. Yep. Making friends with Mike and Andy Sharp up there who, run the Bouncy Hunters team that raises funds for the Donna reminds us that 1 in 8 women are going to be impacted by breast cancer. And, the pervasiveness of the disease and the need for, funding and research and help for families and people who are having to make those decisions between medicine and food, and the Donna Foundation does that. They connect people to resources that they may not otherwise have access to. It's just an amazing organization. We're so thrilled to do what we can, and we're absolutely blown away by the charity of our community.
Yeah.
And, you guys have been incredible. Those of you who've run virtually, who came in person, who come or, into these chats here like this and are commenting. We can't thank you enough. We really can't. And it's been a lot. And then, we went right from that into Valentine's Day and, you're our Valentine.
Yeah.
You guys are our Valentine. So
they're talking about pirate themed races in September, and I just want to know what they are and where they are.
And not only that, we have a pirate themed race coming up.
I know.
Our next race on our race calendar, of course, is Gasparilla. We're super thrilled. Amy's got some pirate themed stuff.
Yeah. Well, one thing, I need more.
I think I'm going to steal that tricorn hat that we have in the other room.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
To wear for Gasparilla.
Great.
So.
Okay.
I'll be the kilted pirate running down Bayshore.
So Meg is saying the shipyard half in Portland, Oregon. Yeah. Which gets good reviews, is in June. Too close for traveling from Donna for me.
And we understand.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. If you came down here for Donna, it's going to be hard to come right back down for Gasparilla. We totally get it.
I know.
And even this year, that there's been a payoff in previous years. There is not as much of a payoff this year. I mean, it's an amazing run. Tampa's my hometown where I grew up, born and raised.
You're partial.
I am a little partial.
Fair.
Cigar City is I'm not referring to the brewery. I mean, the Tampa is Cigar City.
But the brewery is great too.
But the brewery is great.
One of the first that we covered. Not the first we covered.
Yes. It is the first we covered.
Yeah.
Tampa's an amazing town for food and beverage. The race course is fast and flat. There's a lot really to be.
There's a lot of positive about it.
Positives. The negative is there's absolutely no shade. But the race organizers there,
Portland, Maine. Sorry to correct. Portland, Maine, not Oregon.
Okay.
Portland, Maine.
Okay.
And that's in June.
Well, neither state is really known for their pirates.
Well, it sounds pretty fun. If there's beer there, if there's pirate theme, there's got to be some beer there.
Of course.
That sounds like fun. Send it to us. So,
absolutely.
Two.
I'm just saying, neither state's known for their pirates. Tampa has its story of pirates, even though it's fictitious. I almost hate to tell the story and debunk it, but it's just.
No. Well, okay, fine.
No, I was just gonna say, everything's about Gasparilla, and we have the reenactment of the invasion of Jose Gaspar and his pirates. However, Jose Gaspar didn't invade Tampa; he didn't exist. Not a real pirate. Invented by Henry B. Plant, who owned the Henry B. Plant Hotel, which is now converted into the University of Tampa, and that was just to attract more tourists down to Florida. So. Sorry to rain on your parade for that one, but
it's a fun party.
Still an amazing part. Oh, let me tell you, Tampa does it right.
Come on.
You've never actually gone to a full tilt Gasparilla.
No, because I'm usually working.
We might need to remedy that this year. I'm just saying.
Like when? Isn't it too late? Don't they have it in January?
I'd have to look and see. We may have missed it, but we're going to have to remedy it in the upcoming year.
Oh, Rhonda Lee said the race in Nova Scotia is pirate themed.
I don't know. Nova Scotia is not known for pirates, but they didn't get like pirates. They got Vikings, which I guess is a pirate. But heck, whatever. I doesn't have to be historically accurate to be a cool race.
I mean, I would do a race based on fictional characters. We've done races based on fictional characters. See everything run Disney. Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. And
pirates, yes.
We need to find this out because I'm online looking. I help Amy. I try to find memes for her all the time. I'm looking through memes.
So does Josh. So does JoJo.
Josh and JoJo, you guys, and Meg. Yes, you guys
and
are
Jessica.
Awesome. I'm looking for one. I'm stumbling and I don't know why. Maybe it's my search history in YouTube. I'm finding stuff for Roswell, New Mexico.
Ooh, let's dress up like aliens.
Well, okay. I don't know that they do a race in Roswell, and I'm thinking that's a horrible missed opportunity.
Is it a hot, humid place we don't want to go to?
It's a hot, arid place. It's in the desert.
So you're saying that's a good thing?
No, I'm just saying I want to go to Roswell. I want to go get a photo in front of the little alien. I also want to get a photo in front of the McDonald's that's shaped like a UFO.
Okay.
Even though somebody tweeted out right back at them about
Meg says it's the Mesa Verde.
I don't know.
Is it? Oh my God.
But I want an alien themed race in Roswell, New Mexico is all I'm saying. And I don't know if it exists.
Oh.
If it does, we need to go do it. Help us out, guys. Does it exist? Mesa Verde? I love the desert Southwest.
Who's cutting yourself off? No, don't cut yourself off. Nobody needs to cut themselves off. What? I'm having 11% for crying out loud. I mean.
Okay, you had like 2 sips of 11% here. You should be much more concerned about what was in my podcasting juice.
That was Tullamore Dew. I know, because I gave it to the Google Amy. Yes. Okay. Roswell.
Because granted, I'm not going up to the gates of Area 51. I'm certainly not going to get arrested or shot because they do that there.
Let's stay safe.
But to run through that little town and do all the alien things and all the super kitschy, touristy stuff, I think would be an absolute blast. And if that town council or whatever they have is not doing that, they need to get on it or call us and we'll organize it because that would be amazing.
I'm looking.
Normally by now she'd have already found it, reserved us a hotel, and gotten us dinner reservations at the little alien. I don't know what you're slipping.
You've given me 11%.
Hold on.
I mean, come on. Dana, save yourself for the whiskey flights with Brian and her mother-in-law.
Oh, I can't wait. By the way, I heard the story of your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law sounds like a rock star. Hope I can keep up.
And Rhonda Lee is waiting for her 2 favorite races to return to Nova Scotia, the pirate one, 5 hours from her, or my local race where the half literally goes past my house around the halfway mark. Perfect real bathroom break.
Oh, that's great. Actually, yeah. Hey, listen, when we do long run training runs and we decide we're going to do it in the neighborhood, and we will schedule
Oh my
or
God.
plan loops to come back by the house for that exact reason.
Aurea like Gloria is her mother-in-law's name.
Aha.
And she's a cancer survivor.
Excellent.
Yes. These websites are terrible.
That's the other thing we could do. We could revolutionize running by creating decent running websites. There are a lot of really awful race websites out there.
Albuquerque, where do you want to go?
That would be Roswell, dear. See, I'm going to clearly have to get her watching some Ancient Aliens now because she's.
You already have me watching Resident Alien. Does anybody watch that show?
Oh, by the way, if you're not watching that show, you absolutely ought to be. Alan Tudyk is amazing in that. Absolutely incredible. And then we just got a cameo from the one who plays Miss Maisel's manager.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she was great.
And she was fantastic. Yeah, Trip, I agree with you. Pirates.
Oh. Rhonda Lee loves Alan Tudyk.
See?
Yeah. We are buddies. We will come to Nova Scotia when your pirate-themed race comes back. Let us know.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, we wouldn't have to drive through Ontario.
No. And
to get there.
Meg says the Zuma half in Falmouth. Is that how you say it?
Helmuth?
Falmouth.
I would call that foul mouth, but that's just because I think it sounds like foul mouth.
That's not right. In Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful courses, highly recommend. Smutty Nose Half has beer, chowder, and lobster roll at the finish.
I've heard of that
yes.
one. I've heard of that one, and that actually sounds really up our alley.
Mwah. Yes. What we need that one. We need to find that one.
I don't know. I could you tend to be very rich food averse post run. I don't know. I'd have to eat your chowder and lobster roll.
Falmouth, not mouth. Falmouth, she says.
Fine. I like my version better.
No. Okay. I'm unsuccessful so far. Race.
See, I've heard that not a lot. I mean, aside from the tourism of people coming there, I've heard that not a lot really happens with Roswell. So I'm just saying, guys, we'd like to help you out.
There are no races,
and I understand that it's.
Oh my God, what is going on?
It's basically like super hot and dry.
Turtle Marathon, Roswell.
Trip sour ale is only 4.5%. Trip, it's almost 3 of yours for every 1 of ours in terms of ABV.
Or yours is called sessionable.
Yours is called sessionable. Yes, this is not. This is we split the bomber and go to bed.
I'm a weirdo. Don't. It's fine. Oh, Darlene says Smutty Nose is awesome, and she did it a few years ago.
Oh, awesome.
So they have beer and chowder, and yes.
Listen,
I'm sorry, he's given me 11%, so
I'm half tempted just to add it to our race calendar now. When is
Smutty Nose? When is Smutty Nose? Help us. Oh. Should I?
Because you do it in the fall where I can get like comfort food post race.
When it's cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on board with that. Now you do that in like July and I'm like, what are you thinking? You know,
I'm clapping in the microphone. I'm sorry. Bad. Did you finish all the torn?
No, I set it aside. I can only do one at a time.
Okay. Live bands at the finish too. Late September, early October, she says. What's wrong with you?
Late September, early October. That's might technically be like the start-ish of fall, but down here, that's still heat of summer.
It should be cold then.
Or cooler. That'd be cold. It just can't be like 98 degrees like we have.
And still humid.
Although we have had your favorite lobster roll ever was on Duval Street in the summer. So
it's true, in the hottest weather ever. But it was so good. And did you not use that photograph on when you redid the website, the one of me with the gigantic lobster roll?
If it's not up there now,
That looks like I'm just making out with the lobster roll because I love it so much.
It will be up there at some point and somewhere on the site if I haven't already used it. I love that photo.
It's usually before Columbus Day weekend. It won't be hot. It's fall weather. Jojo and Meg are saying yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Make a note.
Well, what is the time limit? Well, there's a thing called the annual Turtle Marathon.
Well, there's also one over in Miami. It's like the world's most, like you can try to be like the.
Is there a 5K?
I forget the name of this one. Your goal is to be the most average runner.
Like the middle of the pack.
Yeah, the goal is to be the middle of the pack. And like I think they actually have like the line about for the okayest runner. I want to do that one.
3:15. My PR is nowhere near that.
Well, you're okay. You've got to.
I also have holiday weight.
You're working on that.
Me.
Number one, she's shredding. Now. Number two.
And I'm going to tell you, not on Saturday night when we meet up with Meg and Brian.
No. During the week. During the week. We had a plant-based diet like all week and then like this. So no, but you're doing your shred, you're doing your running. You get to easily to a 3:15 ahead of that.
He says easily. Really?
Guys, if you're just jumping into the chat, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking.
Babs is in the chat.
Hello, Babs.
Yay!
Tonight we are having a beer from Midnight Sun Brewing Company in Anchorage, Alaska. This is Love in the Time of COVID. We don't say it out loud because the algorithms actually search for people saying that word and shut you down. So we don't want to do that. This beer was brewed specifically during the time of the pandemic, and it is a Belgian dark special ale aged in Cabernet wine oak barrels, and this was released on Valentine's Day 2021.
Worst case, you don't get an official time, and that would suck. Which I get would suck, but you can do it, Amy, is what Meg says.
Best case, you get some chowder at the end.
Lobster roll.
Why doesn't have to be either or.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. I need to hire a trainer.
And none of that Manhattan clam chowder BS. Nobody needs that kind of negativity in their life or in their bowl.
Maybe Meg agrees with us. Maybe Meg agrees with us on the chowder.
Let's put it to a vote, everybody. I want to know, where do you come down on this? New England clam chowder or Manhattan clam chowder? If you don't know the difference, the Manhattan is the red stuff.
Just talk to us about it. Fresh seafood, baby, is what Jojo says. But I'm saying it like Beard says it. Sorry.
Yes. We just rewatched Ted Lasso again.
Yeah, we love it. Okay. The 2022 Smutty Nose Rockfest Half Marathon. No. Half marathon and 5K. Hampton Rockfest. Starts at 8 a.m. on the 5K. Oh, the half marathon start 8 a.m. 5K starts at 8:40. I believe I have found it. There's no date though. Just Babs, have you run it? Have you run this one? And by the way, I saw you with your award. Congratulations. Oh, congratulations. Let me move this a little bit. Congratulations on your award. What? Are you still trying to get people's opinions of chowder? Of the different kinds of chowder?
I'm posting it across social media. Trip has chimed in over on the tubes, and she says New England chow da, like duh, except da. I love it. There's only one correct answer here. It's kind of like, do you like cilantro? Yes or no? The answer should be yes.
But some people say it tastes like soap to them.
Those people have a genetic problem, and it's not actually, I'm not saying that to be funny. That's true.
A
Not a-
genetic problem
Well-
or just
Well, the problem is they can't enjoy
preference.
cilantro. It makes it taste like soap to them. Sorry.
okay.
It's just like some people can roll their tongue, others can't. Same thing.
Oh, this looks like it's October 2nd and 3rd.
For what?
I'm all over this.
Oh, the smutty nose thing? Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board.
Whatever this is called.
We'll run for chowder. Chowder.
It usually takes them a while to
I'll
get...
do the entire episode if we run that one in like my best Teddy Kennedy voice.
Oh. What is your best Teddy Kennedy
I don't
voice?
really have one, but you'll have to listen to me talking like that for the whole hour.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Meg's going to like slap me when she sees me.
I'm sure she yes. I can't make that this year, JoJo says.
Dang it, JoJo.
Rhonda Lee and Jennifer Fink like cilantro, so they can be friends with you.
I am friends with everybody. I just feel for people who think that cilantro tastes like soap.
So JoJo can't because she's got to do St. Jude. The Detroit Free Press is the next weekend. So are you in it? Are you in it to do both?
Are you?
I don't know. We have to talk about it.
We haven't done back-to-back halves in quite a while.
Not since Wine and Dine one weekend.
That's a level of shred and train. That
and Avengers
you
the
gotta
next
be
weekend in California.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that.
I don't know.
I am if you are. I'll do it.
Really?
Really?
Okay, we have to discuss it off camera because there might be some colorful language about the training that I can't say here. I mean, they would mute us for
I know you could totally
saying
say it on
the name
YouTube.
of this beer.
You
Well, we're on all the channels.
But it's the other channels that would take issue. Yeah.
I don't know. And Bab says I did back-to-back halves those last few weekends and I'm struggling. Well, see,
Babs, that's tough.
It's tough.
It's if you aren't on a regular training regimen where you're doing, long run, that your body uses that time to repair. And I'm still hurting from the exacerbation I got from the 2 5Ks and the half marathon at Donna.
Meg goes, you can transfer at the last minute to the 5K. Not that I would know anything about that. Tripoli, chowder. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with just registering for the 5K outright either.
JoJo, Rhonda Lee, we understand. We also have that race weekend on our calendar.
Which one? Indianapolis?
Yes, but also Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Yeah. Yeah. So
we have those on our calendar as long as we can financially support that.
Yes. Yeah. But that one I'm looking forward to. I've never been to Detroit.
Yeah.
You went once.
Once. For a speech and debate competition. I
lost a kid.
I had to shut up. I did not lose a kid.
He just went to another
Stop it.
country.
We're on all the social media channels. In Detroit, it doesn't take much to cross into Canada. It didn't take much to do that. Okay.
No.
So let me just share with you,
teasing.
in my teaching career, yes, I supervised a group of two students, gave them explicit instructions, stepped away for a moment, and one of them wrote me a note that said, I've gone to Canada. Now, Dana says I can look at that as, well, he just went across the street temporarily.
Well, okay. He went to Canada. He could have gone to downtown Detroit.
Which would have been way worse.
So I just said, you got to look.
Oh my God.
I said, really, truly, where you're at, that is not a big deal. People do the border crossing there daily.
Okay.
That is
Back
not a big
then,
deal.
not now, but I thank God he came back and I reamed his.
And this kid had.
And then he was attached to my hip until we got home.
Well, and let's tell the rest of the story. He had family right over there. He was just going to see family. Not a big deal. But for a young 20-something teacher who's like, oh my God, I've created an international incident.
Hey, Darlene's going to do Detroit this year.
Oh.
So it's Darlene, it's Rhonda Lee, it's JoJo, and you and me.
And then whoever else we can get to maybe jump in. Like maybe Trip over here on the tubes tonight.
And Babs, she wants to know if we're doing the Gate River Run.
When is that? March?
Can you talk to us more about when that is?
Because we've had like 12 people last weekend or
Tell
weekend
us
before.
We should do it.
You guys got to get back up here for the Gate River Run.
What is that like?
That's the one we haven't done.
He's nursing an injury.
I know that they do that bridge. Yeah. There's my only problem with that. Now, that said, that does not mean no. That means I'll power through it and regret my life choices the following day.
Rhonda Lee says a whole bunch of lizards from the Be Our Guest Lizards group are doing Detroit. Joan T4, welcome.
We are fellow lizards from the Be Our Guest group.
So Babs has never done it, but the Donna people talked her into it, and she says it's March 5th this year.
The Gate River Run.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do that turnaround. We might be able to. We'll have to see what your schedule looks like.
What's a 15K? How many miles is that?
9 miles. 9.3. I'm much more concerned about that bridge than I am about the mileage.
Can you talk to us about the bridge? What do you know about that?
I know that it's bigger than any hill work we've done to date.
I don't like hill work.
We don't do hill work very often.
And I have just been in a back and forth with Jeff Galloway
on
email about this. This was a topic of our coffee chat yesterday. And I'm telling you.
Trip's asking, when is Detroit?
Detroit is October. It's like the second week in October.
Yeah, that one's really cool. They
9th-ish.
2 courses for the half. One stays completely in the U.S. The other goes cross-border. But you have to have your passport and you have to have your proof of vax to do the cross-border.
Yeah.
So you have to pick which one when you register.
You have
and
to
then
do,
if you're doing the marathon goes
you
cross-border.
have to be vaccinated for that.
Yeah. So just FYI on that one.
Yeah. So
but what a cool race.
Yeah. So if you're not, then
a cool sounding race.
Detroit is October 14th to 16th. And Rhonda Lee, there's something about running over a bridge. Babs says, hey, I'm closing my eyes. No idea about it. Yeah. Hill.
I believe that it's that big metal suspension bridge that we drove in on. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the bridge that you run across for that one. So,
never sign up for the New York City Marathon. Oh God. Never sign up for the New York City Marathon. It starts on the Verrazanos Narrows Bridge.
Yeah, that's probably not really going to be your speed either.
I dropped our magnet.
Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry. There are 3 bridges for what race?
For the Gate River Run or for something else?
For 9 miles? There's a bridge every 3 miles? That can't be right.
That sounds like something out of Squid Game. That sounds like just a torture.
Oh my God. The Gate River Run has 3 bridges? 3?
Well, I mean, you could seriously do it in downtown. See, Jacksonville, for those that aren't familiar with the area, Jacksonville's a beautiful, beautiful city, but it is built like right on a river. And you've got, I mean, they do have that blue, I don't know the names of the bridges. You get the big metal suspension bridge that we drove in on coming to the 5K. You've got that blue drawbridge, and then there's another bridge, at least one more bridge in that area. And we got stuck on the drawbridge while we were there. But so you're going to sign us up for 3 bridges. So we will have to, if we're going to do it, we're going to have to start hammering hill work like now.
That's March 5th.
Yeah. Wait,
do not mention Squid Game with Brian. I refuse to watch, and he keeps trying to get me to.
Oh,
there
so
go ahead, Squid Game.
We haven't watched it. I know enough to kind of keep up with conversations, but we haven't watched it yet. We literally We just finished rewatching Ted Lasso for time number 3.
Now we're on Ozark.
We're restarting all of Ozark
because we don't remember
to
what
go
happened.
right into season 4, blow through that, and then we're doing that to The Expanse before we start with Squid Game.
It's too much. I just don't.
Josh is checking in over here on the chats. Josh, we are trying to recruit you and Trip into the Detroit Free Press Half Marathon in October.
Yeah,
we're just trying to
we're
sucker
going to do the one
in.
We're going to do the one in the States. Yeah,
we're going to stick stateside.
Yeah.
They have 2 courses for the half. One takes you into Canada. The other stays in the U.S. We're looking at that one.
Okay, Babs said it's only 2 bridges. She just looked it up.
Only 2 bridges.
Only 2.
That's 2 more than we run on almost any given day.
How are we going to build up in time? There's 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I don't know that we can. We may just have to walk the uphill.
Halves in June up here can get warm, especially inland. Oh, they're talking about. Well, and JoJo is doing the international one, and I think Rondalee is as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, John, we absolutely love Ozark. We're right there with you. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I was going to say, you started typing when I was typing.
Yeah.
We got to time that better.
Well,
can't have dead air.
I'm so sorry.
What kind of broadcast professionals are we?
This is not professional.
There's a reason.
I'm sorry.
We're not professional.
I'm sorry.
We are rank amateurs.
Meg loves Ozark.
Okay, Ozark. I started watching that on the recommendation, actually, of my chief of police now. He wasn't at the time.
I thought somebody else did too, not just him.
Well, he was the one though. It's like, oh yeah, you got to watch it.
Okay.
He goes, you'll love Jason Bateman. His dry sense of humor comes through, but it's not a comedy. And
sorry,
bless you.
Sorry, game on. Don't you love the red chair?
But he said, you got to watch it. And he goes, it jumps right into it like immediately, first episode. And I'm like, okay.
It's crazy. So we're rewatching it so we can remember and fully enjoy the new season.
Because I'm one of those people, like, if I don't get hooked pretty quickly, I will tune out. Like, we missed Ted Lasso until the second season started. We had to go back and watch the first season and then go into the second season because I watched like the first 10 minutes of Ted Lasso and I was like, not really all that impressed with this. And then it didn't catch me at first. We didn't finish it. I did the same thing actually with, believe it or not, of all movies, Die Hard, one of my favorite movies of all time. When I was a kid, first time watching it, like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this sucks. Who cares? And, all of a sudden that movie flips a switch and it just becomes one of the greatest action movies of all time.
What movie are we talking about?
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
But Ozark,
it's a Christmas movie.
Ozark also jumps right into it in episode 1. I was going to say, Breaking Bad. Same thing. First episode does not grip you, or didn't grip me. I was like, I don't know about this.
But then
it gets really good to the point where we've watched it through twice and we own all of Better Call Saul.
Oh, I love that. And isn't a new season coming? Or no? Maybe I'm wrong.
This coming season is the final season because that's the one that leads up to the beginning of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited about
I was asking Darlene which race she was doing, the international half or the marathon that goes all over for Detroit. But because we'll meet Darlene, we'll meet Rondalee, we'll see JoJo again.
I mean, I do think there's a marketing miss here where somebody in Detroit ought to be doing an 8-mile run. For 8 Mile never mind.
What?
I'm just saying, like, you're looking at me like, what? I don't know.
This is like an Eminem reference.
Yes, it's exactly what it is.
Okay. Hey, Meg has got to pack for the shenanigans this weekend. We will see you soon, lady.
We're looking forward to that.
We love you.
We are going to do our best to not be a news story this weekend.
Oh my God. They're all like, hey, Amy, it's Eminem. Come on. All of them are like in here saying it. And Darlene is going to do the international half, I guess.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. So we got 3 people doing the international half. We're going to do the regular half.
We're going to cover stateside.
Stateside, I guess.
Someone's got to. We'll just strap GoPros to them.
Yeah.
Hey, show us what Canada looks like.
And Meg says the halftime show was amazing. I'm still dancing. What, Eminem? Yeah.
Well, among others, I mean,
DVC Runners.
It was absolutely the best. A halftime show aimed at 40 somethings. Absolutely. What? It was. Somebody said that if you were excited about this halftime show, it's time to get a colonoscopy. I thought that was hilarious.
Who said that about what?
I saw that meme online. I thought it was awesome. If you're excited about this halftime show this week, you should schedule your colonoscopy.
That's disgusting. Jojo says, yuck.
It's a medical procedure. It's not disgusting.
It's necessary for health reasons.
Exactly.
Okay.
Amy's Googling Eminem. Who is this Eminem?
Shut up. Speech? I am not. I know who it is.
She's going to kick me under the table.
Really? I mean, really? So that's, I'm just, okay.
So, okay, let me ask you about the beer. Let's bring it back to the beer because that's what this chat is all about. Well,
no, it's about our people.
I was going to say the chat is ostensibly about the beer, but actually we sneakily make it all about you guys because we love all of you.
I don't think we're sneaky. I think
we're
they
so
know it.
happy that you guys are hanging out with us.
Did you see that Maria's pillow is here? I don't know if Jennifer Fink is still here, but Maria's pillow is here.
Yes. I saw it. What do you think of the beer, Aim?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it made it home safely from Alaska in your luggage.
I'm glad that I wasn't having to try to slurp it out of old dirty t-shirts and not get cut by shards of glass. So yes, I'm happy it made it back as well. I'm glad that the TSA left it alone.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you, TSA.
Thank you.
There's something you won't hear very often. Thank you, TSA.
Thank you. Oh. No.
You're typing.
Yes.
We can't be both typing.
I'm Googling.
Eminem. So
it's not Eminem. I'm Googling.
I know.
It's so that I won't forget all the races we've talked about tonight.
Oh my gosh. We've already
I'm opening separate pages.
At this point, like it costs money every time we have a chat with you guys. Cause now I'm like, I need to do this race. I need to do this race. We need to go to this race.
Well, we're going to do them. Like, if we don't do them this year, we're going to do them into 2023, right?
I know.
I
hope.
Right.
I mean, the part of the reason I am looking, we mentioned lobster rolls and chowder earlier. Part of the reason I am looking, did you add the Key West to our race calendar yet?
No. I got to do that for Susie.
You got to do that you got to do it on our site and on the.
Yes.
Did we tell everybody what Susie did for us?
Susie made us a document. Most people here have.
Not everybody though.
Updated it, but in the Runcation Nation group on Facebook, Susie created a Google document showing everybody's race schedules, and we've been adding. I added everything that we have registered for and scheduled.
Yes.
But
we are
anything we haven't paid for yet. I haven't added.
But we're going to be doing the Key West.
Yeah, in 2023 January.
Once that opens for registration, and
it may be live now. We haven't looked.
But
we know
we are looking forward to that one because a must do in Key West. We've covered it on the show. If you go back to any of our Key West episodes, I think we talk about it in at least one.
Yes.
That is DJ's Clam Shack. They do a monster lobster roll.
Get your own.
And you can do the standard or the double meat.
Mm-hmm.
You get the double meat. It's literally, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, 2 lobsters, worth of
so
two
good.
prepared cleaned lobsters worth of meat on the sandwich.
It's really good.
It's insane.
It's really good.
It's worth it's expensive. It's worth every penny.
It's
and you do that, make that your dinner that night, because it's going to be the biggest, richest thing that you're going to have in that evening. You do your Duval crawl.
Sarah's looking for more races. She only has one in April so far. Listen,
check out
runnydrink.net. We have our race calendar up there. We're doing the Indy Mini in May,
which I am looking very forward to. And I don't know why. I'm seeing coverage of the Daytona 500 because that's coming up this weekend. We are totally not going to be in Daytona, but although we are going to be perilously close to it and having to drive on I-4. That's going to suck. Just FYI.
Good luck. May the force be with you. I'll be in the car.
Sleeping. We're both. No, I don't know how much sleeping you're going to be doing. It's going to be kind of like that movie Mad Max Fury Road. That's what I-4 is like. Yeah. But I've been seeing all the coverage, and I saw a reporter today. He was on turn 1 at the Daytona 500, and he climbs up the 40-foot, 31-degree incline. And I'm like, I was there. I was exactly where he's at. And that incline is no joke on that course. You don't realize how steep it is to keep those cars from flinging off into off the course. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that actually had me really excited for the Indy Mini.
Well,
because the Indy Mini puts us on the track and we get to be right on the bricks.
Well,
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah. I'm overwhelmed by the lack of training in all the races that I want to do. So
guess who's getting woken up in the morning and say, get up, time to train.
Time to train. Time to make the donut. Or not. It's time to run.
And Tripp's got her eyes on the prize. She's like, lobster roll.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're winning.
But no, we do that one at DJ's Clam Shack. Not even kidding. That is, it is one of the biggest sandwiches we ever get on the show. It's amazing. They do such a great job. We always like to shout out the restaurateurs and appreciate the work that they do. And, they've weathered the storm with
so hard
the pandemic and everything else. And
yes.
Down there, especially because they were very restrictive during the initial parts of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
harsh. So.
All right. Well, guys, we've gone over an hour tonight. I can't believe we've gone almost an hour and a half.
Oh, we just want to say thank you to Mark for the pins. We want to say thank you to Amy for the coffee sign. We want to say
which
thank
is now
you.
A permanent addition to the set here. Thank you so much, Amy.
We want to say thank you to our patrons for these fabulous chairs.
Look at this.
So great.
I'm very excited about the chairs.
We are so happy and so proud. And hey, Mark Daniels, I know you probably don't know anything about our chat, but I would just like to wish you luck on your Give Kids the World fundraiser and rappelling off a 32-story building.
Right.
Have a blast.
Yeah. And you have fun with that.
Yeah. Because I couldn't.
She's not doing it.
No. No. But you're doing it for a great cause. I think you'll reach your goal and you'll have a great time. And we're just, we're inspired by what you're doing for that organization.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Super cool. Mm-hmm. So guys, do us a favor. If you get a chance, head over to Apple Podcasts and give us a rating and review. If you don't mind, we've had some fall off and we had one person who was not happy with something and they gave us a 2-star. I wish they would have told us what they were happy about so we could address it.
They were
not happy about. But if you could run over there, give us a 5-star rating and review, we would really appreciate it. Yeah. It would help us tremendously. And it helps us get served to new viewers and listeners of the podcast. If you could just take 2 minutes and do that, we would appreciate it. We also have a new episode up in the feed. It just dropped Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. Please check that out. New episodes are coming every Tuesday for you guys. We are so excited about the next few episodes coming up because we're going to be recapping the Donna Marathon weekend. And we, again, race with a special place in our hearts. And we want to
And we had some great people there running with us.
We did.
Yeah.
We got to have the coolest meetup of members of the Runcation Nation there. And we got some amazing food and beverage from the Jacksonville metro area.
It was great.
You've got to check out. So new episode, please give it a listen. We'd appreciate it. Runeatdrink.net, click on listen now or subscribe in your favorite podcatcher.
We will talk to you really soon. Thank you for coming along on the Wednesday night beer chat. And wherever you are, we will accomplish, explore, and indulge with you really soon. Thank you so much for being our Valentine this week. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you. Good night. Mwah.